Today's episode, I'm going to show you how to graft your own multi-grafted Frankengranate tree, where you can test which variety is best suited for your climate.
I've been looking forward to this day for a long time. I always had in my heart to do a Frankengranate tree. I'm going to do two, which are on the left, and then I'm going to take the remaining scions and apply them to and graft them onto each of the pomegranates here that I grew from seed, because I genetically don't know what I'm going to get from it, whether it'll be a good variety or not.
And here I have all my equipment. I have the scions that came in. I put them in the refrigerator, add some water. They're kind of dried out. I think they'll rebound and do well. So these are some of the scions I got. So I'm going to take a look, see how well they are. Hopefully they're doing well. I know which direction they're in. That's how they look. Some are pretty green.
I never thought I'd see the day I'd be able to do this, but now I've ordered 25 different soft-seeded pomegranate varieties of the cuttings, and now I'm going to graft all the cuttings, at least 8 cuttings per Frankengranate tree. I'm going to train it up so the branches hang down like an umbrella and the fruit hangs down, and it should provide me fruit between, I want to say, June all the way to January. So at least 6 months of the year I could just go to this tree and pluck a fruit off and have a fresh pomegranate. Pomegranates are one of the healthiest fruits and probably best tasting ones. They taste like sangria or wine.
So this cutting was upside down, and to demonstrate which one's the right side, you'll see that black marking that kind of droops down, sags down. That points downward. Right, so the bomb's going to be downward. This is up. It was put upside down, and you couldn't really tell with the bud nodes. So if you ever want to know, it's when you see the node like this here. Try to zoom in to focus. You'll kind of see it sag down. So this one was actually upside down. Next one is pink ice pomegranate.
So essentially my batteries ran out and I couldn't film the whole process of me grafting it, and besides it would be a really long video. I didn't have grafting tape, so I resorted to my technique of just using saran wrap. It works pretty well, and the graftings are green and looks really well. I know everyone has their own taste. For me, I like really acidic, soft-seeded, and sweet pomegranate varieties. So I'm going to run through a list of all the ones I grafted and a small description of them. The white pomegranate ripens really early in September. Agate is a heavy cropper. It's large to medium sweet tart taste. Alkpust Herzmeer Sever is a mild taste sweet. And then we have Ambrosia. As for the rest of them, there is too many, and this is going to be a really long video, so I put a list of the ones I grafted. These are not all the pomegranate trees I have. I have at least 17 others.
Up to the top. That's the white pomegranate grafted on top. Looking down, you see these I grafted as well. Here too. We'll put one here. There's one over here as well. Other one. Put the Eversweet here. So one up here and another one here. I labeled them. So this one is pretty tall too. This one is the early wonderful variety. Here is the golden pomegranate I grafted as well.
I want to see if some of the scions would root.
I just took a container lid, put it over the pomegranate cuttings, and then I'll remove it. This was probably 3 weeks after putting them in the ground, just to demonstrate. I kept the labels so I would know, and they're all starting to bud out. Kind of. Most of them are, at least. This is probably 2 weeks later. I'm gonna keep it on.
So this is 10 days later. I want to inspect the scion grafts to see if they budded out and leafed out so I can remove the plastic. Many of the scion cuttings are still green, so that is a very good sign. I don't want to remove the plastic wrapping just yet. I want to give them another week. And I definitely need to do something about the labels because there's no way I'm going to remember what I put and where I put it and what variety it is. So I definitely need to do some metal tag tables for each of the branches here. I know as a kid, I've always envisioned and had the dream of creating my own Frankenstein monster. And I know my patio looks really bad, like out of a Frankenstein movie, and I promise I'll definitely clean it up because it is quite an embarrassment. Well, with some imagination, you can tell how large these trees are going to get and how many pomegranates I'm going to have. So I'm definitely going to have an abundance of pomegranates to give away to my friends and family and even preserve and freeze for my enjoyment later on. These pomegranate trees will definitely help pollinate each other, which is definitely going to be a win. Hopefully, I'll have the opportunity to film and record the different varieties and the taste of each type and which ones are my favorite. Hope you enjoyed this video, so leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.